As soon as they join the community, the second day is icebreaker session, which helps us activate at least 90% of people on the very first day. We have achieved the program completion rate of close to 80%. This is the moment when you will identify that you have built a successful community.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another powerful session of Community Hood. I would like to welcome Om Asnani on stage. Hi, Om. Just to very quickly give you background, Om is one of the founding members at Growth School, and he's been into community and events for 7 years now. And he considers himself as a true community builder at heart, because facilitating collaborations and helping people navigate to their solution is what comes naturally to him. And I can vouch for that. In multiple interactions I've had with him, he's very, very open to share something I really like about him. And he's been a national level athlete as well, which taught him to stand tall and even high even at the time of lows. And that's where he gets all his confidence from. He's also involved in helping few ventures to get started with their communities to unlock the hidden business potential by setting up their infra along with their strategies. So if you're looking for some community gyan, Om is also up for spending time. I know he does this sort of one community builder call almost every day. So hit him up and feel free to ping him, and he'll be happy to help. Over to you, Om. Welcome to Community Hood, and really excited about this session today.
Got it. Thank you so much, Nipun, for the very warm welcome. Thank you everyone for joining in. I quickly changed a bit of the title that you came across, Community Building Hacks, and I just changed it to New Rules of Community Building in 2022. And we are going to talk about how we built and engaged a community of 200K learners globally, starting from the day one and now where we are, how the things have evolved and what are we exactly doing. Here's a bit about me. I started my journey, as Nipun mentioned, 7 years ago, where in 2016, I got a chance to become a team manager for Kabaddi World Cup. One of the teams was Poland. 30 days, 18 hours of work shifts, managing that time, managing the practice schedules, live matches, all of it, everything that you can think of. And I was also their spokesperson for all the media events, and everything that has to happen has to go through me. And I was also helping them with PR strategies and all those stuff to begin with them. After this, what happened is I tried to look at a lot of opportunities, because event space is something that not every day there's an event which you get an opportunity for. You have to look out for it. So after this event, I kept on looking at a lot of events that were happening across me, and I used to reach out to people, for some gigs, for expanding my network also at the same time. So after this, what I did that is I thought I don't want to, wait for opportunities for me to come. Why not just build something of my own? So what we built is my own community in Ahmedabad, which was called as Attendees community. It ran for close to 1.5 years, where we conducted more than 30 events, which was workshops and open mics, where we helped 200 artists get their portfolios built by recording their performances and also sending them to a few of the networks and helping them get some gigs to the budding artist. After that, when I was also doing a lot of open mics, I collaborated with Ahmedabad International Festival, and we helped associate with them and helped them host 4 seasons for 4 consecutive years in terms of managing the speakers, programming, where should we have these events, how exactly, who will train the team. So that was it. And meanwhile, when I was also handling Atrangi community, I did a stint for a little close to 2 years, where I also did a lot of stand-up comedy, and that's where a little bit of sarcasm comes from. So sometimes if you hear a little bit of jokes, might be bad sometimes, but yeah, that's where it comes from. And at this point of time, how does my day look like? My 50% of day goes on strategizing, looking at new initiatives that we are doing. In July specifically, my focus is to organize offline meetups. So we have offline meetups in 6 to 7 cities. You will see a lot of posters coming out that as well. And the rest 50% of time goes on the new initiatives that we are taking. One of the new initiatives that I'll also talk about forward in the session is Web3 program that we have recently started. And we are doing daily some activities where people are building their NFTs, they are creating their MetaMask wallets and transferring these NFTs. A lot of giveaways and knowledge sharing is happening. So for now, that is about how does my day look like. And how exactly are we building the community at Road School? What happens when you are looking at online learning community? This is something that was new to me also. Just 1.5 years back when I met Vaibhav, and just jumped on to the opportunity to be one of the people out of 5 members team that we built Road School with. Very first thing that happens is this is how a typical week looks like in our programs. If you have taken any such of our programs, you'll exactly see this happen. First is icebreaker session. Second is project track for everyone. So every week there is a project that you have to work on along with the content that there is, and there is on-demand video track which you have to go through. You have to learn and do things. And fourth thing is guest sessions. We invite a lot of industry experts to take and host sessions in our cohorts. And fourth thing is community spotlight. Now I'm going to talk about 3 important aspects today. One is icebreaker sessions. Second is how do we manage the peer-to-peer review with a cohort of 400, 500 people. And third is community spotlight. And the last would be what are the new experiments that we are looking at. What are the icebreaker sessions? Also the glimpse that you saw, it was more, the beginning part was on the icebreaker session where people are divided into 1v1 or in a group of 4 to 5 people to meet themselves before starting the cohort. What happens exactly is if you are a part of, let's say, 8 or 4 week cohort, there is one more week reserved before the cohort, which is called as week 0, where we facilitate onboarding call, where we facilitate 2 networking sessions, which is icebreaker sessions. One is to meet within the cohort, and the second one is to meet the overall Road School community with each other. So that before they join the program, before they get started with the content, they have a little context of how exactly it's going to play out. And also they would have already met people who have done our programs, and they can understand, okay, if he can do that, I can do it also. Just to have that expectation setting, we do that. And once, not only in week 0, in every bi-weekly calls, we have some breakout room sessions that we do. How this exactly helps us is, as soon as they join the community, the second day is icebreaker session, which helps us activate at least 90% of people on the very first day, on the very first week. And what happens is once they have the momentum going on, we have seen better participation throughout the cohort in all the live calls and all the activities that we do on Discord or on other platforms. Just to give you a reference of what I'm talking about is, if sometimes when we do not, in some of the cohorts where we have not done icebreaker sessions, we see a constant show up of 40% throughout the cohort, which is the average. But wherever we have included these icebreaker sessions and the networking meetups or collaborative activities, we have seen it go up to 60 to 65%. And these are just one hour, sessions that we do, let's say on a bi-weekly basis. So that's one. The second very interesting concept, that was one. Now we are at weekly watch parties. What do we do? You might say, all the courses that we are taking, if there is only on-demand videos and recorded videos, who will watch it? Why will anyone get interested if there are only recorded or live content or some live calls happening? How we have tried to, gamify this, how we have tried to make leverage out of community is by hosting weekly watch parties. What exactly do I mean? Here's where people come together and watch the on-demand videos together. We organize these weekly sessions where whatever content that you have, people come together to watch it. For example, if you are enrolled in one of the programs, let's say Sundays when you get the videos, and the very next day, Monday, we organize this session, let's say 8 to 9:30, where people come in, join together and watch the whole content bit by bit together. And what I have seen, there are at least 100 people watching this together if the cohort is 300 to 400 people. And what happens that is, once these sessions are finished, once the content is done, people automatically jump into these jammings where they discuss a lot of things that they have in their mind, a lot of problems that they are going through in their daily lives in terms of the business, how exactly this content or these concepts which they are learning can help them. So in return, what happens is you do not have to wait for a mentor's Q&A to happen at the end of the week. So just by brainstorming right after the session, you have just consumed the content, you're fresh, your information is fresh. You're already connected to a lot of people whom you know through icebreaker sessions, and now is the time where you can actually have more deep conversations about the subject that you're going to learn. Second thing which helps us to do is increase user generated content on social media. What I have seen personally is after this weekly watch parties, there are at least 15 to 20 or 30 or maximum what I've seen is 50 LinkedIn posts coming up in a week's time for exactly what are the things that they've learned. And that's the concept which is called build in public. That's also something that we add in the cohort, but that is about that. And by doing these weekly watch parties, we have achieved the program completion rate of close to 80%. So globally, the completion rate of all the recorded courses is 6%. No matter of how many courses you take, because a lot of times you take multiple courses and stuff. By including these watch parties, we have achieved close to 80% of program completion rate. So that's why it's one of the hacks that I personally love, and this is something that I personally conduct as well. This is how it looks like. This is the jamming session that happens once we watch the content. And the video, you might have saw Asnani in the glimpse of the community where that's how the community sessions happen. This is one of the fireside chats which happen. This is a part of guest session and community spotlights. Next is peer-to-peer feedback. Now, if we have 400 people, how is mentor alone going to manage the feedback of these large number of people? And when we have such high completion rates, there are a lot of people submitting their assignments on a weekly basis. How exactly we are going to do that? How do we not, make it easy for mentors to review all the assignments that they are doing by achieving peer-to-peer feedback, and use something called as eduflow.com for that. The very first step that you need to do is you need to submit your work, definitely. The second step is to review your peers. Once you submit your work, then you have to review your peers. The third step is to review your own work. So the tools that I'll show you the tool as well in a bit. The fourth step is to reflect on your feedback. So this is the tool that we use, eduflow.com. What we have achieved by this is quality submissions. A person who is doing just an assignment just for the sake of doing it, and a person who actually understands when he gets the feedback from 3 other cohort members. That's his quality of submission increases. At the end of the cohort, what ends up happening is by combining these assignments, he's able to build a nice portfolio that he can showcase and also get some jobs. I'll talk about that also. And also because people are reviewing each other, there are a lot of agency founders, there are entrepreneurs who are looking to hire talent, and when they see this portfolio directly or the assignments directly, they are able to reach out to these people and offer them some roles. Next step is community spotlights. What do I mean by community spotlights? So you remember I mentioned about week 0. What happens in week 0 is we ask them to fill an induction form, everyone who is a part of the cohort, and they give us a lot of details about themselves, their skill levels, if they'll be active throughout the cohort, if where are they from, their basic details, and how much time are they going to spend, and are they expert in something which they'll be able to impart knowledge to the existing cohort. So from these forms, we get details of people who are actually experts, are experienced stuff. For example, I've got a lot of people who have experience of, let's say, 3 to 4 years in CRO or marketing or any specific domain. What happens is we reach out to these people and we try to arrange their session in the cohort wherever the content is relevant. That's exactly here's where members who are experts are given a chance to showcase their skills, and this happens depending on the size of the call. It happens on Zoom, Butter, or Discord. What ends up happening is how we pitch this to members is so whenever we start the program, we not only tell them you are going to learn a lot of things, we tell them you're also going to be a part of a larger network which has a lot of founders, agency owners, a lot of people who are experts already and trying to learn one personal thing. So our cohorts also help in networking, personal branding, and a lot of consultation calls. I'll share you one of the case studies that I have for you. So this was the community spotlight. Now talking about what are the current experiments that we are going. What are the current experiments that as Growth School, my team is running, right? Very first thing is tapping into micro communities. At this point of time, we are only focusing on program to program communities. For example, if you have taken growth hacking, you're part of one server. If you're taking performance marketing, you have second server. If you're taking brand marketing, you are a part of third server. What we are evolving is we are now creating one community for all the marketing folks where we can engage with everyone, be it from a workshop, be it from a crash course, be it from guides. So that is one. Second is Web3 community. Now, this is a very interesting part. So Web3 is something where we have no audience of. Gotsu doesn't have any audience of Web3. Sure, a bits and pieces of audiences that we have. So what we try to do with Web3 specifically is we try to launch it as a challenge. We acquired, through performance marketing, we acquired close to 80,000 applications for the cohort. It was a 6-week free Web3 program for everyone who attends it, who wants to attend. But we kept it as a contest for everyone. The first 1,000 people who be active in the community, who do certain tasks to be in the top 1,000 will get access to Zoom sessions. And whoever, the rest of the people will get access to YouTube live sessions. So the same sessions which is happening on, let's say, Zoom is also being live streamed to YouTube. And because of that, we have been able to create a community of 16,000 people on Discord at this point of time within a short span of, let's say, 1.5 months. And daily at 8:30 p.m. we are daily sometimes creating NFT wallets, sometimes creating NFTs and deploying it to OpenSea, and sometimes just blabbering around what's blockchain, understanding DeFi protocols, what's smart contract, and building those as well. Third thing is guides. What are guides now? So what happened is Growth School did not have a lot of free products or free properties in terms of for acquiring top of the funnel properties. So what we did is we onboarded these mentors who curate content for us. For example, if you want to learn digital marketing, definitely you'll go to internet, you'll find a lot of articles, and then you'll get overwhelmed by the kind of information that you get. So what happens in guides is we have got a mentor from one of the leading marketing agencies, and that person will curate a playlist of content which is available for free on the internet, which you can go through on our platform for free. And but there is the pathway of it. You do not have to search for it. You do not have to go to 5 or different links. You just have to come to Growth School, log into our website, and you'll find these guides. It is a managed and curated content by experts who have been there in the industry. So, and one of the things that I wanted to share, this is the moment when you will identify that you have built a successful community. When people start making memes about your business and about you also. So just giving it some time, you can quickly browse through, not just look at some of the memes. My reaction when I talk to people about crypto, but my portfolio is 60% down. Very recent one. My friend, after losing 98% of his wealth by flipping NFTs. अपन को जिंदगी में कुछ daring करना था. And then last is crypto beeps to bull run. आना तो पूरी तरह से आना या तो मत आना. Our all portfolios are at least 60 to 70% down. Some more. I think this was very recent meme context that we conducted, and that's where I get these memes from. And we gave away a lot of good stuff also. We gave away Oculus for people in top 1,000. Not all of them, few of them, but yeah. So, and these are the case studies that I'm talking about. What happened by including these 3 initiatives, what exactly happened. One of these persons, Bhim Rathod, he was able to generate 10 lakh in revenue by just being active in community, by responding to people, by helping and adding value to other people who are in the same cohort. How he was able to connect? Through icebreaker sessions, through reviewing assignments, and he knew who was the right person whom I should reach out to. Kavya Jivakumar, she was in one of the UX cohorts. She was a textile design student, and she transformed in a UX design role, and she got a job at Apna. And she also got an internship at Ghana, and then she got a role at Apna by also building these portfolios by the peer review feedback that I spoke about. And very interesting thing with what happened with Emil is Emil grew his salary from 25,000 to 80,000 in 1.5 years. And he got hired by a person who also took the same program that Emil was in. And Emil now is VP of marketing, that you can clearly see, VP of marketing at Harris & Co. And the founder's name is Harris Abubakar, whose his company is.
So thank you so much, Om. This was super insightful, and I cannot be more thankful on behalf of all the community builders, and I really look forward to continue chatting with you on on this space. And given that now you've started also exploring and giving your time to people and brands who are looking to build their communities, I'm sure this is just the beginning, and we're going to see the next side of home where a lot of these learnings will be shared in the ecosystem. Awesome. So I'm assuming the best way to reach out to you is LinkedIn. You have already shared your LinkedIn link.
So my name on LinkedIn is Om Prakash Asnani. That's my legal name, so that's what I've kept. So if people find Om Asnani, you won't find me. So that is it. For that reason, yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Om. It was lovely having you, and I really look forward to have you sometime soon again.
Thank you so much, Nipun. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending. I hope this was helpful. Let me know in my DMs any feedback it is, and see you next time. Thank you, Nipun.
All right. Thank you. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and do not forget to subscribe. You can also check out similar content by clicking on the videos on the right.